Konami have brought it back.
We are back, baby!
It's been 18 years since Konami introduced Champions Road on their Wii versions of Pro Evolution Soccer. It was a game mode where you start with a default team, travel around to compete in tournaments, and even travel to space. I have two videos about the 2008 and 2009 iteration of the mode, but from what I understand, Konami stopped with it once the Wii was no more. However, with the release of efootball Kickoff on the Nintendo Switch 2, efootball of course being the name change of PES, there's this mode called World Tour, which looks familiar. Is it back, or have we fallen short? So yeah, I bought a Nintendo Switch 2 just to play efootball. It all begins with tutorials. I played this for longer than I should have. As I enter the menus, this pops up. Lionel Messi's on my team. How nice. Entering World Tour, you realize that this iteration of it isn't as detailed compared to the Wii's Champions Road. At the end of the day, I don't know what resources this game had for development, so I'll try not to be harsh. Plus, if you account for inflation, this game is probably cheaper than what the Wii games were. Still, I can't deny that the choices of 6 badges is pretty bare, and you can't even change the colors of them, or the kits. So I can't bring back the Fukuoka cows. At least I received 2015 Lionel Messi. He probably wondered how he ended up with these bozos. We got our boys Minanda, Dodo, Villani, Himalas, and Costolo, I guess. I thought I'd mention this here. There's a manga based on these guys by Konami. I've read one chapter and thoroughly enjoyed it. In the main menu, there's the clubhouse, where you can change your emblem to an opponent you've defeated, but I didn't realize that until well after. Then there's the Hall of Players, where you can buy footballers who are way too good, and some have questionable ratings. They're bought with specific currency based on positions. You earn these following every game through this coin challenge. More players are added when you win tournaments. Although, I won't buy any of these guys, as I feel it'll make it too easy. Granted, 200 centimeter tall Jan Koller is tempting. Now to World Tour, where we can choose what tournaments to play. No tutorial journey is required. Instead, we can participate in Asia, Europe, or South America. I chose South America Leagues Part 1. For difficulty, I refuse to make the same mistakes as I did with PES on the Wii. Let's challenge myself, but have fun too. Every tournament has 5 teams to face, and the champions is determined by who finishes on top of the table. We begin with Boyacá A. Not every club is licensed, but I do think their PES badge is solid. When I went through my lineup, I don't think I was able to choose my captain, so it's weird seeing Minanda tell Messi what to do. Also, don't blame me for his number either, unless if it's there and I just missed it because I'm dumb. Coming from the Wii games and Football Manager and not playing any modern football games recently, the presentation kind of blew my mind. Again, my standards aren't high. Don't back down. Messi says let's shoot more. I can't wait to see this happen on real life broadcasts one day.
That's cold. We had to fight!
Oh, f***. This fixture had growing pains. I'm used to the button placement of an Xbox controller, in which the controls had been placed in the same spots, but my mind felt wrong to click B to pass, so I mapped it to what my brain correlates with the right letter. Let's just say, my brain is sometimes pretty stupid.
And the shots! Goal!
It's comeback time! We immediately conceded again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank goodness I have Messi. How do you jockey?
Getting up there!
How did that go in? Scoring isn't difficult for both sides, as we'd get 2 before halftime. So how many goals would there be in the second? None. It ends 3-3, and I think we learned a lot. At this point, I thought the mechanic of player acquisition from the Wii was replaced by this coin challenge, which disappointed me, but let's hold on to that until I win. There's also this rank section which contains challenges to complete, such as in the Wii games. From what I understand, these are solely achievements with no reward, unlike the Wii games. Unless if you unlock something by gaining all the medals, but there are some challenges I don't know how to do. Overall, my initial impressions are that this is a bare bones version of Champions Road. Continuing with the tournament, Manizales B is up. Messi makes things easy, and I love the word choice for celebrations. While I know the Y option is Messi's designated celebration, I click it because I want to make it personal. What you'll learn throughout the video though is that headers are overpowered, no matter what way they're delivered. And that's unlike with corners, where I didn't score one. I don't think I conceded any either. Before I complain more,
Oh, he's got a sign of goal. Great chance.
I meant to click B, but I clicked A and Y. Another draw by the end, and Messi seems thrilled being on this team. Coquimbo An's badge doesn't reach the peak of their IRLs. This would see our first victory thanks to Costolo's brace. Wins provide the option to sign a new player, or as I said it on the Wii, steal. The difference is you can easily choose who you want. There's no trickery, nor star level restrictions. If you want a player, you got him. I prefer the Wii's way, but I can understand why they did it like this. So, who do I sign? Well, for these unlicensed teams, it seems like they can't legally include any bits of their actual kits. So Konami decided to grade them out. I'm sure there's a legal reason for this, and thanks to legality, I've decided to choose the photo with the most gray, and that is Alejandro Camargo. If you look at the player encyclopedia from the main menu, there's some beautiful photos. Unfortunately, we wouldn't triumph in our fourth game over Bogota. I mostly blame it on me pausing at an inconvenient time. He was talking about the goal Poland scored. Oh no!
He's got a goal.
Also bad defending. Since I can't finish on top of the table, I abandoned the tournament and shifted focus to Asia. We didn't face a Chinese club. Firstly, from Thailand is Ayutthaya United, and as you can see, your opponent's quality increases each game, so we shouldn't have an issue against this Thai side. Yeah, we didn't have a problem. A simple 5-2 victory had Virot Pombupa join. Next is a trip to Osaka, Japan. I love Osaka. Walking past a drunk salaryman dancing outside at 4 p.m., seeing the massive castle, and getting stopped by an old lady to inform me of the pretty ladies inside. Yet, my favorite moment is the tonkatsu restaurant I went to. If I could, I would take the team there for a pre-game meal. Regardless, Gamba Osaka were our opponents, as Makoto Mitsuta made love with the pole after the opener. Soon, Isam Jabali would double it. However, we would make a comeback with Costolo's brace, and Messi would earn one too, to put it far out of reach. They're licensed, so no great kits, and I'm not taking anyone with a fake face. So Ryo Hatsuse arrives. Lion City Sailors of Singaporean fame struggled. They received an early red card as their defender couldn't deal with Messi's incredible run. A 3-0 win by the end, and Haris Harun in. Sorry if I mispronounced the Singaporeans. Leaving Southeast Asia, we set out for our Saudi arc. Al Ittihad reminded me of several players who still exist. While they've made insane sums of cash, we took this slogan to heart with 4 goals unanswered and stealing my guy, Fabinho.
You want some chicken lap?
I know I'm supposed to sign grayed out kits, but I couldn't resist. The final game with Al Ali would be the group decider. Again, more footballers I've forgotten about. The first goal took a while, but dashing with Messi felt unstoppable as he opened it up. Messi doubled his tally 10 minutes later as we won the Asian leagues. It helped that Ivan Toney missed a few ridiculously easy chances. We get a nice celebration afterwards before Minanda lifts the trophy. Plus, some extra celebrations in the dressing room, ending with the ultimate fist bump. What does winning this tournament entail? Well, Ivan Toney joined the squad, and we've unlocked the next stage. Like Pez on the Wii, you only need one of these trophies to unlock additional tournaments. With my lineup adjusted, I decided to return to South America and compete in the South American Leagues Part 2. I prefer sequels. The opponents have increased in quality, but with Costolo as our striker, nothing. Is that Martin Braithwaite? Tougher fixtures? No problem, as Messi would earn a quick brace. Braithwaite would score in an offside position. We did concede though, in somewhat comedic fashion. a 2-1 win, and Braithwaite joins the squad. We visited Sao Paulo next, and despite a rough start, we turned around the deficit quickly. A third by halftime led to a smooth sailing. Oh, yeah. Oh! Our opponents got close, but I remembered Fabinho's long shot ability. Another 3 points, and with no grayed out kits, we stole Oscar. Alberti A is supposed to represent Club Atlético Belgrano, and they were no match for us. A 4-1 victory, which has me steal a man in a grayed out hoodie. Palmeiras reminded me that Vitor Roche's European career hadn't gone to plan. That's okay, because he's young, and not everyone is going to be a teenage superstar, unlike Lionel Messi, who does this.
Or push on with this.
What a diving header! Well, Vitor can do it against a team with Messi, although his side's defense can't handle the Argentine. Alejandro would extend the lead, and we would move on to the final encounter with a further 3 points. We snatched Vitor for the ride due to the lack of options for pictures. Now, many Brazilians would argue that Boca Juniors isn't the continent's strongest club. Many Argentines would agree, but I don't make the ratings. Regardless, they were quick off the mark via Adam Barrero's header. However, our dance specialist Costolo made sure we equalized for 20 minutes.
He's in a great position here.
Costolo's wide open. Right back at you. Like a guy who doesn't do well for club what's. Oh, Messi! Easy goal! Ooh, let's get it to Alejandro! There we have it! A second trophy for your boys! While I wish the celebrations weren't the exact same each time, it's still a charming cutscene to watch, especially with the Bald Bros fist bump. Picture over overall. I ended up with Marcelo Vagant. With the trophy, we unlocked 2 more European leagues, North and Western Europe. I decided to go up north, which saw us face a Scottish side and 4 from England. Before that, update that lineup. St. Mirren would be the easiest opponent.
Fabinho has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He's having a hit! Oh, belter! He's having a pop! Oh my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Look at the space here! John, surely! So straight into the second half. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow and he's off. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Why the hell am I commentating on any of this if Peter Drury is here? We have much to improve against West Ham. RB. Just before halftime, Dodo would smash in the opener. A much calmer fixture this time, as we'd win and bring in the Sassi. With the next few matches, we have a big opportunity to improve our lineup. Continuing with a cold day at Old Trafford, we had cold feet. Oddly, the commentators got confused with the color of the card.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Bruno unsurprisingly slaughtered it. However, we responded in a trice?
They're level in a trice.
Nice passing nearly led to a second, but Man United threatened.
Terrific effort.
No need to worry. We took the lead via Alejandro, a half away from victory, but jockeying Sheshko led to him breaking my ankles and our net. With 17 to go, Messi got stopped by Lammers, and my slight impatience led to another stop.
That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good take. And he shoots! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Ah, great! My subs I confirmed ages ago come on with a second to spare.
Joining us now, I think we all anticipated that. And that's it.
The league trophy looked unlikely. Still, I had to at least try versus Chelsea B. Curiously, Cole Palmer is at left midfield.
What?
Takes a shot. Fantastic from Pedro Neto.
Compare that with our equalizer. Soon after the half, our danceman Costolo took the first step. We seem to have this game shut down, but near the end, I didn't defend well, and Cole Palmer found space to equalize. Subs were made, and I was desperate to find a winner.
Knocks it into space, and he's running through, and Messi! Oh wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
That felt great. So, who do we steal? Romeo Lavia? It is. Unfortunately, we had no chance for the league with only Arsenal to spare. So instead of potentially wasting my time, I abandoned it and tried the other tournament. Famalico?
And the finish! That's rather hopeful. Oh, good effort. Can he finish? He's rising. And the shot. He's in. What shapes to shoot?
Telling his team to...
There's the shot.
It's a good one.
Big chance. Incredible.
Not sure if Gustavo Sa was worth that. Paris FC. The club that gave me my most viewed YouTube video. They continued their goatness with an early miss. Unfortunately, my defenders returned that kindness. Don't worry. Right back at ya, Paris. Following the half hour, Messi would easily be found for the lead. It'd be even easier for Paris to equalize from Ikone. I need him.
Messi looking to... And Messi! Messi! Genius!
I'm glad we're on the same page as Messi. He'd soon find his hat-trick and celebrate in style. I'll go ahead. Why not go for 4? Alejandro makes it worse for them by not just scoring the 6th, but swiping the goalkeeper's water bottle. What a dick! Nevertheless, our bench welcomes Ikone. 10 goals in 2 games? What will transpire against Bilbao?
He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business.
Shot, surely! And a goal!
There wouldn't be anything to worry about, as Messi would find the goals to win 4-2. The obvious guy to take is Nico Williams, but I need defenders. So Aymeric Laporte joins the crew. I wouldn't put him in yet versus Benfica, as the boys prevented them from scoring despite Disasi's disastrous red card. We just scored for them. Thankfully, we had 3 by this point and crown ourselves as champions with a match to spare. It concludes with a Messi and Valeni fist bump. We still Trubin to strengthen our keeper position and move on to the tournament's finale. You still have to play to officially earn the trophy, but why would I consider forfeiting when I could get somebody from Real Madrid Chamartin B? It seemed like I would fail in doing so, as we were drawn 2-2. But at the very end, Oscar would showcase his pre-China abilities with a winner. It's time for the dictator. Look, we deal with things democratically here. I'm sure Mbappe will be respectful to everybody in the locker room. Oh, he gave himself the captain's armband. Nevertheless, that unlocks potentially the final tournament. I say potentially because there seems to be enough room on the platform for 2. With there being an unofficial World Cup mode in the game, I thought this would insert us into the tournament. Sadly, it's the same format as the other competitions. Beginning with Honduras, we listened to the national anthem, but what about the Chroo FC's national anthem? This match was never going to be difficult, as his debut brace handed us a 4-1 victory. The child version of me would be smiling. Second up is Norway, as Mbappe hypes up the boys and immediately opens the score. Would Haaland respond? Not before Mbappe's brace. So with Haaland's garbage goal, it was 2-1 going into the second half. Now, with this specific corner, would I finally be able to score from one? I put full power on that. That is one of the worst corners I have ever seen. 10 minutes later, Ivan Toney sealed the contest as we earned another 3 points. That means we bring in Haaland. Usually I wait until after the tournament to put new players in, but come on, it's early. Next, we face my mortal enemies, Sweden. Unfortunately, Gyökeres decided to shut me up. Thankfully, Mbappe's pretty good, as I can run with him past everybody and equalize. Mbappe's new assistant aids just prior to halftime, as we preview Sweden's World Cup performances. Isak, Gyökeres? Nah, give me Ken Sema. Italy is our penultimate fixture, and they showed why they didn't make the World Cup, nor the International Cup. So let's not focus too much on them, as we won 4-1 and set up a final match worthy of a cup final. Us and Spain. Before that, let's bring in Di Lorenzo. This final won't be easy. Granted, we only need a draw, and they're starting Alvaro Morata in 2026. So it made sense that he scored 8 minutes in. Damn headers. I complain, but did I try to take advantage of them myself? No, we got a lot of time to get back into this. With Mbappe, Haaland, and 2015 Messi, surely we can dent this Spanish side. All we need is a draw like Benfica when they faced Porto in 2013.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, good sprint.
I'm actually gonna lose this.
Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a finish.
Similar to Benfica, we couldn't draw, as we lost the tournament. Why are you clapping, Laporte? We lost the tournament. We're not winning the trophy. Why are you celebrating? Why are you cheering the fans on? You should be devastated. I have to go through that again. 24 minutes later. We had a last-minute winner versus Slovenia and lost to Uruguay. Wait, lost to Uruguay? Should I abandon the tournament and try again?
Mbappe! He's having and another try! This takes a shot! Yeah, goes for a shot! And he shoots! He's had a shot! And he's Messi! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good effort!
Don't understand why Italy and Argentina were easier, but that keeps us alive with a rematch versus Spain. Thankfully, they lost the game as well, so we were even on 9 points. Throughout the tournament, we brought in Jan Oblak, Andrea Cambiaso, and Alexis McAllister to strengthen our team. Andrea would not be used. Ryo Hatsuse to the end. In our rematch, could I redeem myself? Half an hour in, Haaland was found easily for the lead, but Spain would soon respond with Pedri parting my defense like the Red Sea. We nearly conceded a second with even more questionable defending. They'd rue that miss, as we went straight down to have Haaland restore our lead. Early in the second half, Lamine Yamal showed he wasn't ready for the true big final, as Oblak shut him down. Spain's burst of attack waned as we defended resolutely until the end and won the tournament. Honestly, I had a fun time. The gameplay has a good foundation and it's fun to play. I do wish I could skip replays and animations a little more quickly. While World Tour is barren compared to the Wii versions of the mode, it's nice to have a decent football game. Sadly, the barrenness is shown when you win the tournament and nothing else pops up on the map. Yeah, we do have all these players we can buy, but I had hoped there'd be a little more to this. So, off screen, I continued further and won the remaining tournaments to see if anything would happen. And nothing happened.